Good morning. Day 28. Day 28 of the magic. The final day. There is a roundup day though, so I'm going to do that on Tuesday. Leanne Walters, Sunday morning, straight into a gold medal. She's on the golf course. Gail, good morning, you are silver. And Tracy Caston, you are bronze. Well done. Now, let's please do share. It's the final one. Good morning, Chris. You're number 4 and number 5 is coming up. And that is going to be Kim. Lovely, Kim Hobbs. Please do share. 30 odd shares yesterday. For day 27, it's absolutely epic. And again, people are just finding it. There was about 4 new people on yesterday. I know that doesn't sound a lot. So I've been up for a bit. I've just got back into bed. I've been catching up on yesterday's comments. So I'm going downstairs. Here we go. Down we go. Christmas lights are on. There. Silent night. Holy night. Right. Simon's going to watch the video. Just. Here he is. Oh.
Morning.
Morning, Si. Are you watching? No, he's clicking on. Oh, right then. Let me get into the kitchen. Oh, it's a bit nippy this morning, isn't it? Look, there, the starbursts. Every morning they give me a wash. Right, water. I've had a glass of water already today. So, come on, people. Let's please do share. Oh, there's the tree. Look at that. I might just go and stand by the tree for a minute. It's shared. Well done. Thank you. How many people? We'll have less people on. It's a Sunday morning. I love a right of colour on a tree. None of this lilac and white shite. Or pick any 2 colours combinations you want. I'll show it in the daylight. So, right, oh my eye, doesn't it odd how your arm gets a sore holding the phone. So yes, don't expect as many to be on this one. It is a Sunday morning. Some of you might be hungover. Some of you might have. Let's have a look. Please do share. Now, all the ones who are watching on catch up, who usually watch it live, I hope you enjoyed your lie-in. It's lovely. I had a lie-in this morning. I set the alarm for 6:15. Had a whole hour's lie-in. So, but yes, please do share. Let's get this last one really shared. See if we can get any more people doing the magic. I mean, to see the comments, how many of you have benefited from this. It's just truly wonderful. It's been worth every single 5:10 a.m. alarm get up for me, just to see, honestly, to see how much some of you have benefited from it. It's just lovely. I absolutely have loved it. So can I just say before I start, because it's a really short one today, well, the page is short, whether I will be, but can I just say a huge thank you to you lot, whether you're watching now live, whether you're watching on catch up, whether you've literally just joined today because one of your friends have shared it, and they might have been sharing it all the time, but you might have only just seen this share that they've done. And if this could be you here for the first time, so thank you, because you can go back and watch the videos. They're all on my YouTube channel. I'll put that link on again later. Because so many of you are going to just do it again. You're going to start again on Monday or start after Christmas, and it's always there. And I am going to do it every year live with you, and I know it might be a bit repetitive, but if you've followed me for a while, and certainly if you're in my private membership, the tribe, you will know that I do talk, because I deliver the same message. All I have to say is, you know, move more. Don't take the gift of movement for granted. You know, make the most out of your life. Sometimes your life can feel shit, and it is shit, but it's how you cope with it. And it's all that. Shouldn't be on a diet plan, shouldn't be doing any of that. Just drink your water, you know, and motivate, inspire yourself to want to make change. And accept that sometimes we feel a bit shit, and that's okay. So I do say, repeat the same things a lot. So for me to be able to repeat the magic maybe once a year, well, doesn't matter, does it? So I'll happily do this again. Obviously not just yet. So do you know what? You're more than welcome, Yvonne. Oh, look at that, somebody's Gillian, lovely. Isn't it nice when they switched on your Christmas lights? So a huge thank you to all of you. Massive, massive thank you, because, you know, I love seeing your comments. Obviously, the more people that do it, thank you, Ashley, for sharing. The more people that do it, the more people, you know, it affects, and it just creates this huge magic ripple. I absolutely love it. So yeah, it's been tremendous. It's literally, it's been so different to any challenge I've done. You know, I've done loads of different sorts of challenges, but I do, funnily enough, I do talk about this stuff a lot, because in my private membership, which have been going for 3 years in April, on my Monday morning, we call it Magic Monday. I do a live at 6:30. I mean, I don't know why I'm telling you, because you can't join yet till February. But never mind. But I'm just saying that it's not all about fitness. That's what I'm trying to convey. So on a Monday morning, I do a half-hour live every Monday at 6:30 a.m. about this sort of stuff. You know, it's not necessarily out of the magic book. It could be something that's happened to me. It could be something else I've read. It could be giving you a death stare, or it could be making you want to drink more water, but in a sort of friendly, cajoling way. So, yes, and just going forward, Tuesdays, Thursdays, between now and Christmas. So on Tuesday, there is a roundup chapter in here. I'll be going through that on the Tuesday. But Tuesdays, Thursdays, I'll be reading from the daily teachings. So, because I do want to keep the focus that it is all about you, and for you not to feel selfish if you're spending time on you, you know, and if you're spending money on you. You know, I don't want you to, somebody's just booked on the retreat, how lovely. So, let's have a look. So, yeah, and that is still available to book. So quite a few of you booked on yesterday, which was just brilliant. So you're giving yourself, you know, I want you to think, you know, you're giving yourself a gift by spending this time with you, and that doesn't cost anything. And that's important. That's important as spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds on yourself, you know, for something that you might never use or might never do. But doing the gift of time is the most valuable thing you can give yourself. It really is, because time is our most precious commodity, I think. And so many people waste time. But worse than that, look at me getting on one before I've even started. A lot of people don't even appreciate time. They don't appreciate it. And that's why they keep pressing that frigging snooze button. You know, and if I can get you to stop pressing the snooze button, then I'll tell you, I'm halfway there to getting you to realise to make the most of this amazing life that you've got. But that's not sometimes to say that you want to lie in bed feeling shit all day, because I do that still, you know, but it's what you do most of the time that makes the biggest difference. So, right, so day 28 is all about remembering the magic. 152 on a Sunday morning at 7 a.m. I hope you're proud of yourselves. And that's not to say the catch-up lot, you shouldn't be. You enjoy your lying. I don't blame you one bit. So, day 28, remember the magic. Charles de Lint, in 1951 apparently, writer and Celtic musician, said, "That's the thing with magic. You've got to know it's still here, all around us, or it just stays invisible to you." And how good is that? You've got to know with the magic, it's still here, all around us, or it just stays invisible to you. Every day, just listen to this one paragraph, honestly. They just send me shivers sometimes. Simple. Every day is unique. There is no day like any other day. The good things that happen each day are forever different and forever changing. And so when you remember the magic by counting yesterday's blessings, no matter how many times you do it, it will be different every single time. It's just one of the reasons why Remember the Magic is the most powerful ongoing practice to maintain the magic of gratitude in your life. No matter what your desires are now or what desires you will have in the future, this magical practice will remain the most powerful practice for your entire life. So it's so true, I think, to be reminded that no 2 days are the same. No 2 days. So let's have a look. Kathy's. So it'll be just carrying on at 7 on here on a Tuesdays and Thursdays, Kathy, just while I remember before I forget to answer that question. So no 2 days are the same. But we never even give it thought. We just get up another day. We get up and have a bitch and a moan. That's the first thing we do to ourselves. My back's a bit sorer. Mind you, it's always sore, but it's a little bit worse this morning. So I wake up and go, oh my God, I thought it was getting better. My back, I really feel it this morning. Oh, bloody hell. And I get up and I put this top on, and I've got it on top of another top, and I hate layers. It reminds me of having to wear layers as a child when you had a kilt and a tank top and a blouse underneath. Ooh. You know, and I need to wash my hair, and I've not washed my face yet. I've brushed my teeth, and I've woken up, and because I've had a lie-in and I've not done my usual stuff, and that's okay. And I've woken up, and this top's a bit tight, you know, because I'm carrying a bit of extra weight than what I usually do. And so I've just woken up, and I've had a few bitches and moans before I've even started my day, because it's our default setting. You know, we all do it, so don't beat yourself up. But, you know, how many times do we wake up and just don't even appreciate that we've got another day, and that we had a day yesterday, and how different was that day to the day before? They're all days in our life, days. Our life is made up of days and moments and minutes and seconds. And how many of those just go completely unnoticed by us? How many, I mean, I used to say on my retreats, when I did real retreats, not like the virtual versions, but which are amazing, by the way. But when I did real retreats, quite often if we went out on a walk, and I actually do get them to do this on a virtual retreat, and honestly, it's amazing how we've recreated it to be just as fantastic. But when you go out on a walk, rather than just walking and going, all right, come on, I've got to get my steps in, and listening to a podcast, and you've no idea where you are, you're just oblivious, worrying about how you're going to pay this bill and what Janice said to you at the office yesterday. You know, try going on a walk and really noticing everything. Turn your music off, don't take your phone, don't have a podcast on, listen to the sound of your feet. Oh, look at Simon Loving, he must be watching, he's put the link on to book the retreat. Bless him. But you know, listen to the sound of your feet, listen to the birds, listen to the siren that you hear on a Sunday morning going past. And that's your cue from the magic, from the universe. Say, thank you for my safety, thank you for my health, you know, and listen to all the cues and do it. And then maybe when you get to a hill, or you get to a misty view, or wherever you live, just stop for a moment and take it in. Because that's a moment, I truly believe, and I get them to do it on the retreat, that life is made up of moments, magic moments, and it is up to you to stop and notice them, how many that we take in and remember, because otherwise they just slip through unnoticed. Do you remember that one, the example I gave you on day 2 about your favourite memory in the day? Day 2, that's 26 days ago. Can you believe we've been doing it every day since then? I'm institutionalised myself, but I wonder how long I've spoken for. But that memory I said about Nancy in town, and when she was irritating me and I was irritated, but then I saw the smile on her face and I had this biggest whoosh, and it was incredible. Life's made up of moments. You've got to put yourself into a state where you remember them, you know. So all days are different. We are blessed to get another day. So I know you're doing your gratitude still, your 10 gratitudes. You can continue with that if you want. You can cut it down to 1 or 2 gratitudes if you want. But this is slightly different. This is remember the magic. So she says this is the most important exercise in the book to keep the magic alive going forward. So even if you stopped everything else, do this one. The one I wouldn't stop is the magic rock at night. Even if you don't hold your rock, even if you get lazy and can't be bothered, just do it as you're getting into bed. Or what was my favourite memory? But really feel it. So the easiest way to remember the blessings of yesterday is to start by remembering the beginning of the day. When you this is when you've got to remember yesterday's blessings, not just stuff in your whole life that you're grateful for, like you're doing on your gratitudes, but remembering yesterday's blessings. So when like now, when it's today or after we've done this, think of yesterday. And it also, what I love about this, it also makes you check your behaviour. Because this morning I've gone into a bit of a default because I've put my top on because I'm sick of wearing my black one and it's a little bit tight and it feels uncomfortable. And so that reminds me that I've been a fat, greedy bitch. You know, that's what I say to myself. You know, for the past 3 months, well, my back's been bad. Yeah, I could have altered my food salad, but you haven't. You've been pigging out on too much ice cream and chocolate. So what do you expect, you fat cow? That's what I say to myself sometimes. You know, it's just human. And so then you start off on a bit of a default, but I'll turn it around. I've had my thing of water. I've forgotten to put my estrogen on my arms though, so remind me. And now I can't, I've got dressed, but I'll be having a shower after I've been for a walk, so I'll do it then. Why do you need to know my routine? Sally, get back on track. So, I want you to think of yesterday's blessings. I know we all do it, Kathy, it's a nonsense. So, I'm only being honest. I know a lot of you will do it. Look in the mirror, fat bitch. So, we need to stop it. So, when you woke up, go back over the day in your mind, recollecting the major events of the morning, the afternoon and the evening until you reach the time when you went to bed. When you recall yesterday's blessings, it should be effortless. You are just scanning the surface of yesterday, and as you scan, the blessings will bubble to the surface of your mind. You can start the magical practice by asking the question, what are the good things that happened yesterday? So what are the good things that happened yesterday? You know, you just say to yourself, well, I did a 6-mile walk with Edwina. So lovely to see Edwina. Honestly, we started walking together on a Saturday morning and she was chuffed because she thought it was so much better this week. I was terrible last week, low and fed up with my back and it was really bad. And I felt a lot brighter yesterday, you know, and so she was delighted with that. And it's the first time in 2.5 months, I did over 20,000 steps yesterday. So that's a massive win for me. It really is. I've not felt like under closed. Deborah Ashton's just come on. I know she's an Apple Watch wearer. Deborah, I closed my 1,000 calorie move ring without trying it. I just did it because I'd walked a lot. So that's a big thing for me. I do that every day normally. Without fail, I normally close my 1,000 calorie move ring because I'm active. You know, so I like to set myself a bit of a challenge, but I've probably closed it about 5 times in the last 2 months and it gets you down, it does, because it reminds me that I can't move, but then I've been focusing on the gratitude. And a really great thing to do is what else happened yesterday. I love the fact that we all sat and watched a couple of episodes of The American Office last night with Nancy and Joe, you know, so we did that and that was great. And Nancy has had a practice run preparing the veg because she's cooking the Christmas dinner. It's handy having children that like to cook and bake. It really is. Sam and I don't do anything at the moment. Nancy and Joe do all the cooking in the house. It's amazing. We're working, they just call us down and it's at the table. So Nancy, she goes, I wonder if I'll go to university, I wonder if they'll be able to cook. Joe said when he went to uni, he said, honestly, some of them, one of them didn't know how to boil pasta. He couldn't believe it. But anyway, I'm digressing. So ask yourself, what are the good things that happened to you yesterday? And they don't even have to be big things, so listen to this. Whenever you ask a question, your mind will immediately look for the answer. Did you receive any great news? Did you magically receive or accomplish one of your desires? Did you magically receive unexpected money? Did you feel especially happy? Did you hear from a friend who you haven't heard from in a long time? Did something go magnificently well for you? Did you receive a great phone call or email? Did you receive a compliment? I mean, it's something as simple as that. Did you receive a compliment yesterday from somebody? Or did someone, I tell you, I'm just interrupting myself again, but I remember, was it last Sunday? Because I don't often, I just had a shower and I dried my hair and I don't often, I just leave it and this is why it looks like this. Welcome to QVC's beauty channel, you know, and I just blow dried it and it didn't look much different, but it felt nicer. And I went into Joe's room and I was chatting to him and he's 21, he's there at his desk and he says, oh, your hair looks nice, Mum. I got the biggest whoosh. I just went and I just went, oh, thank you, Joe. It's really lovely of you to say thank you. And I just felt really chuffed. I felt chuffed that I'd made the effort with myself. I felt chuffed that, I felt chuffed that, he'd said it and he'd noticed, but I felt chuffed because I was proud of him, that he's the type of person to notice and say it to somebody. So there was chuffness on so many levels, it was just lovely. It really was. Yeah, no, we don't iron in this house, Marge. We don't iron. She says, what's George to have the children to cook? I don't iron anything. I've not ironed a thing for about 2 years. I don't wear anything that needs ironing. I don't. I just wear gym kit and the odd All Saints dress, which never needs ironing. So, and neither do the children, really. They did when they were younger. Simon irons when it needs ironing because it's just his stuff normally, his shirts. So yes, so did somebody pay you a compliment yesterday? Something as little as that? Or did someone express his or her appreciation of you? Did someone help you to solve a problem? Did you help somebody else? Did you finish a project or start something new you're excited about? Did you eat your favourite food or watch a great movie? Did you receive a gift, resolve a situation, have a stimulating meeting, quality time with somebody, a great conversation, or make plans for something that you really want to do? Can I share another little one with you? Yesterday, I was out walking with Edwina, and Edwina she laughs at me doing all this magic woo-woo stuff, and when we stop and look at a view, we used to do it on retreats, and she used to help me do the walks on the retreats, and I said, all right, Evan, let's just have a look at this view. She goes, oh, here we go, another bloody view, and she'd obviously winding me up. But yesterday we were just chatting, she goes, now there's a magic moment for you, Sally. And I don't know, she was pointing behind me up in the sky. I thought, what the hell am I going to see? Turn round, the most amazing formation of geese flying. It was like a double V, but it was perfect. And they would seem to be going so slow above us, and they just went right over our heads. There must hundreds of them. And it was massive. And oh my God, we both were just like this. And the noise of them, and then what we witnessed, and she says, what happens? They take it. I said, how do they know to be at the front? And she says, they take it in turns, and literally as they went over our heads, the ones at the back all started coming forward, and we saw the V change, and it was just the most incredible sight. And I just thought, wow, absolutely, that's Marge, that's exactly what I thought. And now, and this is the point of doing this, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd forgotten about that, and I've just got another whoosh. I've literally got goosebumps at remembering it. And I wouldn't have done if I hadn't done this video with you today and been doing this book and thinking in my head, right, what can I say about yesterday? Oh, Edwina's walk. Even that wasn't enough to prompt my mind. And then when I've been reading it, it came into my mind. So that's the point. And now just please listen to this. I know you probably think I waffle a lot, and I do, but it's important, this bit. Because I'm going on about yesterday's memory in those birds, do you honestly think I'm thinking now, oh, my top's too tight, I feel awful, my back's sore, you fat bitch? Do you think I'm thinking about that? No, I'm giving myself a whoosh and thinking, oh my God, it was so grateful to see those birds. And the physiological changes in my body, I can feel them. And that's what doing this is all about. And when you put yourself in that mindset, you change your feelings. And when you feel those happy thoughts and that lovely whooshy feeling, which you don't whoosh all the time, it's impossible to be thinking about shit. It's impossible. You can't have all those lovely feelings and be thinking about, oh, my top's too tight. I thought I was feeling better, but now my back's bad. You can't do both. So just the very exercise of thinking about yesterday's things that happened, it's going to be my new thing. Never mind my 10 gratitudes. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to think about the little things that happened the day before. So remember the magic and list yesterday's blessings on a computer or write them out in a journal. So I want you doing this today. You've got loads of, don't be telling me you don't have time this morning, although obviously I say that tongue in cheek because some of you might be going to do a 12-hour shift at the hospital. So a lot of you, if you've got time today, I want you to do it. And do it this morning. Never mind reading the Sunday Sport. Remember the magic and list yesterday's blessings on a computer or write them on a journal. Scan over the surface of yesterday until you feel satisfied that you've recalled the blessings of the day. They can be small. They can be small things or big things, because it's not about the size of the blessings, it's about how many blessings you find and how much gratitude you feel for each one. As you remember and notate each one, simply be grateful and say the magic words for it. Thank you. When you want to do this magical practice after today, you can mix it up so that some days you write out the blessings. So today, I want you to write them down. Don't just do them in your head and go, oh, that'll do, because you'll have a that'll do life. I don't want that for you. So today, for the first time, I want you to just go back through yesterday, and if you can think of 67, do that. You might only think of 7, but think of as many as you can, because it just gets you into the habit of doing them. All the tiny little things that happened yesterday, all the small things. We used a pizza delivery last night that we've never used before locally, that somebody had said was really good. And when they came, I remember I said thank you to him, a proper thank you for coming out and giving us our tea. And they put free brownies in. So that's on the list. What a great thing that, free brownies, so things like that, I want you to write them all down. But going forward, when you want to do this magical practice, after today, you can mix it up so that some days you write out the blessings and other days you just remember the blessings and say them out loud or in your mind. You can make a quick list of the blessings, or you can just make a very quick list if you want some days. Or if you're feeling like you need a bit of extra, sit down, get yourself a cup of tea, give yourself 10, 20 minutes and write them out in your lovely journal and say why you were grateful for them and how they've made you feel. So you can do it as in-depth or as light-hearted as you want, but for today, I want you to do it full on. There is no set number, so it's not even looking for 10. There is no set number of blessings to find from yesterday, because every day is different. But I can assure you that every single day of your life is full of blessings. And when you have opened your eyes to see the truth of this, you will have opened your heart to the magic of life, and your life will be abundant and magnificent. So the whole point is that you just keep doing yesterday's blessings. Like I've said a million times now, because I want you to do it. Do it full on today. And then going forward, you can either continue to do it full on, you can write them down quickly, you can just say them out loud. As you're going through the day, you can think, when you're in the car and you think, oh, let me just think of yesterday. What other things can I think of that were great? Oh, that was nice. Oh, that was lovely. And that practice alone, when you're sat at traffic lights, and I do this, when you're sat at traffic lights and everybody else is stressing, think of things that you're grateful for. Because otherwise you go into default mode and you start thinking, oh my God, I've not done that Christmas present. Oh shit, I've got to write my Christmas cards, and bloody hell, why does Simon never do that? And I always feel I have to do that, and I'm pissed off with that, and I've got to go to Sainsbury's to get the tea, and stress. Whereas I could have spent that 3 minutes going, oh, remember those birds yesterday? Oh my goodness, what an absolute sight. And it was so lovely to see Edwina, and she drove to me. And it was great, and I did 20,000 steps yesterday, so I really am feeling better than I was. Can you not? And I've got a choice there. It doesn't cost anything. I've got a choice as to what I spend those few minutes thinking about. You can't control what thoughts pop into your head, but you can certainly control how long you spend with them. So if a negative thought pops into your head, you've got a choice right then. Do you just go, thank you, not today, and start thinking about all the lovely things that happened yesterday? Or do you think negative thought pops into your head, oh shit, that needs doing. Oh my God, and then I haven't done that, and Simon said to do that and he hasn't done it, so I need to tell him, then we'll have a row, You've got a choice right there how long you spend. I'm not saying don't think about things that need doing, but don't think about things that bring that energy down, that make your heart close up, that make you constricted and make you just feel shit and low. So the very last little sentence of the whole book, and this is the 3rd time she's said it, whoever has gratitude, so whoever, remember that whoever is not some fictitious person like Fat Janice that I say, or, Janice, Tracy, Sharon, Julie, Karen will be coming soon. It's not some fictitious person. Janice and all those are fictitious in my head, but really I use them as examples, as metaphors. But whoever, it's you. It's you. So I want you to put yourself in this. So rather than saying whoever, I'm going to say, if you have gratitude, you will be given more, and you will have an abundance. If you do not have gratitude, whatever you have will be taken away from you. So that's a choice. Are you going to have gratitude? And remember, this is what she says, remember the magic. It was created for you. And it's there for the taking. And it's absolutely free. Free, free, free. Doesn't cost a single penny. You don't have to pay for a facial, a massage. You don't have to go on a diet. You don't have to deprive yourself of chocolate and ice cream. You know, you could lose. Now, listen up. And this sort of stuff will be in my book, I tell you. You don't have to lose half a stone to feel happy. You truly don't. You don't have to go and do a big 12-week plan to feel happy. You could lose half a stone, and this is my point. So you could do all those things, and you could look amazing, and you could be getting in your jeans, and you think, oh my God, I've lost. So I could lose my 1.5 stone, and I could feel great again. And I know it's not all weight related, but it's my preference. I like to be able to put my tops on and not go all the tight, you know, because I don't like it. I'll be honest, I don't. So that's up to me to do something about it, but I'm more likely to do something about it if I'm in a really positive mindset and a gratitude mindset. But my point is, I could go and lose those 21 pounds, and if I'm not practicing this, I'll still feel shit. So it's irrelevant. And I really truly believe that. I believe you can be the weight of your dreams. The weight of your dreams you can be. And it means jack shit if you're walking around in your default mental negative bitchy moaning voice. It means jack shit. I'd rather be overweight and unfit, I really would, and have an attitude of gratitude. Because I tell you now, when I have an attitude of gratitude, I'm not overweight and unfit. I'm not, because the two for me go hand in hand, and that is the whole ethos of what I believe in. And that is why I so strongly connect with this, because I do believe that if you're in an attitude of gratitude and you feel grateful and you start making better choices. Like the difference this week, I cannot tell you the difference. Let me just be honestly explain to you. Have you shared it yet? I don't think I've said that today. If you haven't and you're watching on Catch Up, please share now. I want to just see if we can get as many shares today as we did on the first one. I think that was about 85. So we did about 36 yesterday. So I'm going to have a lot of you who've stopped sharing it, and I'm not having a dig at all. I'm just, if you've loved anything about this magic, then all I ask is please can you hit the share button. And you know, somebody will probably think, what the hell, what have you been doing that? But I've forgotten what I was going to tell you now. So, but please do share it. And I've forgotten what am I on, woman. Let me just get a drink of water. No, this is Nancy's glass. Well, it's not, it's my glass. She used it last night. It was to do with losing weight, wasn't it? I'll have a drink. And I tell you what I'm grateful for. This glass, this lovely crystal glass. It holds nearly half a litre. It was from a restaurant in Turkey, in Kalkan. I commented to the waiter how much I loved these glasses. You know, I just loved it. And so he wrapped one up and gave me to take home. Oh my goodness, the whoosh I have. And the whoosh, and then I tagged him on Instagram, I said, what's your Instagram thing? And then when I got home, I said, because I'll use it for my juices. And I put my juice in it on a morning. And I tagged him in it, and it was absolutely chuffed to bits. And the gratitude, it was wonderful. So what was I saying? Sally's thinking, Ashley's going back to day one tomorrow. Lovely. Right, this moment is a magic moment for me. Listening to this and reading these wonderful comments. Christmas lights on, coming lights outside, my lovely dog snoozing. How amazing is that to remember it all? But yeah, I think I was talking about you do not have to do all that weight loss stuff. Yeah, because, oh, that was it. I just want to honestly tell you how different my week has been this week, to the choices I've been making, to how it has been for the last 2 months since my back has been bad. Even though I'm trying to be grateful, I've still been focusing on the pain in my back, which is hard when you're in pain. It is, and you want to be exercising. But I've been eating loads. I've been, going into the shop and getting bags of kettle chips and 3 bars of chocolate and eating those in a day and feeling rubbish, not being able to exercise. And then eating not as much ice cream, funnily enough. It's more been chocolate and crisps and just biscuits. I don't even buy biscuits. And cornflakes and crunchy nut cornflakes in the morning or in between meals. And I don't do stuff like that. And that's what I've been doing. And then that pisses you off. And then you get in that default horrible and everybody pisses you off. And you get naughty with everybody. And you're making bad food choices because of it, So one thing, the difference this week, because I've been in a lot more open, real attitude of gratitude in the last 2 weeks. And for me, I've just stopped. Honestly, I went into the garage yesterday. Sam wanted a bar of fruit and nut. And I got him a bar. And I thought, well, I prefer whole nut. And I think he probably meant whole nut. And I think, no, I'll get him fruit and nut. And there was all the little Christmas bunnies there, which I usually get 6. I'll buy 6. And I look at them and I think, do I really want them? I thought, well, no, I've actually still got one at home. I noticed that I've had in the thing all week in my bedside cabinet. I know I've got 2 in one of my coat pockets. They're everywhere, these little chocolate bunnies, because I used to buy stacks of them. And I thought, so if I want one, I'll get one of those. And I still haven't had it. And that's the best diet you can do. You can't find that in a book, but you'll find it in my goddamn book, I tell you. You can't find it. It's putting yourself in a mindset where you just think, well, if I want it, I'll have it, but I actually don't want it. And I had some apple pie last night with double cream. Must have been about 600 calories in it. I'm not bothered because I think, well, yesterday I said I just didn't have half as much as what I have been having, so I'm winning. I'm having less than I was. And that's all I do. I just have less than I normally do. And then I start moving more. And then you start to see the changes. And then, you're doing all this gratitude stuff. It's just incredible. So that's the best diet that there is for me. And I know that's not really about the magic in particular. So let's have a look. So I'm going to come back in and do the comments. So just to remind you again, because I'm not going to be going on about it loads, but I am going to do an advert for it. So this is in case you see it being advertised on, if it might come into your news feed. Because I don't want to be going on between now and Christmas. I'll mention it a bit, obviously, and I'll put links on from a virtual retreat when I do my videos. I'll just put a link on at the bottom, so it's there if you want to. Especially a lot of people wait until they get paid before they book, and that's absolutely fine. But you do have, I could make, you've got to book now before the price goes up. I hate all that shit sort of stuff. But obviously it does happen sometimes. But this is what it is. It's £99. There's not an early bird price. There's no late bird price. It's going to be different on the Nordic walking course. But this, on the retreats, I don't tend to do that. It's £99. And I'm going to be honest with you now, you do have, somebody said, how long have I got to book until? You've got right up until New Year's Day. So, but my point is, the earlier you book, you literally, it switches something in your head. It really does. It switches something in your head. If you book something, even if you think, oh my God, that's going to be a stretch, it switches it even more. I know because I've done it when I didn't have funds. And I remember doing something because I put it on my dad's credit card. Oh my God, that one decision changed my life because it meant going down to London for a business event. And that completely changed the way I do things. So, well, it just fired me up to start learning more and reaching out to other people who could help me. And if I hadn't have done that, if I hadn't have invested in myself, that I just don't know what I'd be doing now. It'd be really, really weird. I'm sure I'd be doing something, because I was, but I doubt very much to have a membership group and all the amazing people in it. So sometimes you just have to take that leap of faith. And booking something in advance like that, knowing you've got it there for after Christmas, just is sending this great big message to you that you are worth it, that you have invested in yourself. And that's like magic. It really is. It truly is, honestly. So if you can, book it. Simon's put the link on, and I even forget to tell you what it is, but it's the 2-day retreat starting on the 2nd of January. Can you imagine? Day after New Year's Day. So you have your drink on New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, to me, is traditionally one of my least favourite days of the year, because I'm not a January fan, and I do not want to write Januaries off. I don't want to write them off, because you're writing a 12th of your life off. Poor January. Why do people hate it so much? It's just a month, but I think there's so much pressure on people to do and this is why I hate it, to give up chocolate, to give up alcohol, to give up everything that you might like. I mean, there's so much pressure, and that's why it feels a bit depressing. You don't have to give up anything. I've got people in my membership who've lost stones and they're not on a diet. It's just incredible to see. But they're more grateful, they're more happy, and the more, like Leanne, who's lovely on here, I just love her. She's the difference in her, and she's openly talks about it, how much happier she is with life, how much more able she is to deal with the shit that goes on. And it's all because of stuff like this. And there's not a diet in sight. So doing the virtual retreat in January really will put you into that mindset that you do not have to deprive yourself. So rather than doing a 4-month body transformation plan where you have to eat broccoli and frigging chicken and count your macros and count your calories, and I'm not slating it, because you do you, but I've tried it all. I've tried that, and to me it doesn't work, when it's really strict. And so, but you do you, you might be signed up to Weight Watchers or Slimming World again and doing all that, and you'll be full on for a few weeks, then the normal shit hits the fan. It doesn't have to be like that. So a 2-day shot in the arm of, it's not just fitness, it's not just yoga, it's not just walking, it's not just the amazing Zoom calls that we have where we all get to see one another. It's the camaraderie, it's the psychological little messages that all 4 of us, me, Shelley, Simon and Sam, over the 2 days keep giving you. It's like this, full on for 2 days. If you've loved this, honestly, the 2-day retreat is amazing. So, and it's just 2 days this time, not 3. So, Billie Jean, I'm grateful to you, Sally, because I love what is in the inside of me so much now. I can happy again with the outside of me. How amazing is that, Billie Jane? Billie Jane, we all love you, you know that. And she's just incredible. What an amazing woman Billie Jane is. And to see her flourish and change her mindset has been an absolute joy. And I'm sure, certainly those of you in the tribe, it's been an absolute joy to watch. It really has. So that's it. I will see you on Tuesday morning. Please do share, please. And yeah, the virtual retreat is open to book. 2 days on the 2nd of January. Imagine waking up and we start at 7:30. You get everything emailed to you, get a schedule emailed to you. It's an optional juice cleanse if you want it. So you get the 3, we send you 3 days because you might want to pop an extra day on, or you can just choose 2 days. You get all the juice recipes and homemade soups. It's worth signing up just for the pea and mint soup. Homemade, it is delicious. The easiest soup recipe you'll ever make, and it is absolutely heavenly. Oh, I might have it for my lunch. It is so good. And you get the shopping list sent to you. You get all that sent to you. You get the 2-day schedule all sent to you. The biggest objection, people said, oh, but I've got children. Oh, I'm at home. Doesn't matter. People love the fact they're at home. There's massive breaks in between each class, sometimes an hour. People do their ironing, people go to Tesco, people go and clean the bathrooms, other people lock themselves in the garden shed and they go and do it in there for 2 days. There's a couple of women, and there's a lady in Zambia, Vicky, who goes and books herself on a little hotel. And if you can afford it, go and book yourself in a B&B or in a spa hotel. The bargains that we're getting emailed at the moment for the Lake District hotels, literally 50% off now because they're struggling. So if you can pick yourself a billy bargain and go and do it in a hotel, all the better. But some people have loved doing it at home because when you go away onto a retreat, it's like you're going to somebody else's life. You do all this stuff, you just go to bed in your B&B, and then you come back to your life and it sort of becomes a distant memory. But when you're forced to do it, and this is what Sam said, the mindset coach, he says the beauty of people having to do it at home makes them finally realise that they can live their lives at home, making better choices, and they can fit the lives around it. So it truly is worth it. So, all right, Kim had the pea and mint soup yesterday. Sad this is the last one, I know, but remember Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 a.m. I'm going to continue. I want to see you on live if you can, or on catch up. Simon, it is his soup recipe, by the way, whatever. So I'm going to miss my daily dose of Sally. We'll be going on YouTube to watch. Again, thank you. I mean, yeah, it'll be odd because, you know, if you are going to go on YouTube and watch them, I will put the link on later this morning. I'll put the link on again to the YouTube channel. I've got to finish. There's about another 5 or 6 that I've got to add to the playlist because I can't do it on the normal thing. I'm not technically brilliant, if I'm honest. I just teach myself. And so it does take me ages, but they're all on. And they're all on in full. I've not edited the videos. So you might want to fast forward all the hellos. You can do that. That's absolutely fine. But I guarantee it's like we're watching The American Office at the moment. We're on the second to last series. It's been 9 series. It's been great watching them with Nancy and Joe. Joe's watched it about 5 times and Nancy 3. And they say the things you pick up the next time. So doing the magic again, honestly, it will be, for you, the amount of stuff you'll pick up again, it'll be incredible. So I love the fact it's gone on YouTube. I wasn't going to bother because it does take a lot of time, but I'm so pleased I did it because I know a lot of you are going to be doing it again. And if you're going to be doing that again, you are going to be living your life differently. And that gives me the biggest whoosh. It really does. And I've got to thank you lot, honestly, for showing up, for doing it, and not just going, oh yeah, whatever, Sally, and then going off about your day. I know a lot of you have really put the work in. You've really sat and thought about a lot of these videos. Some you've resonated with more than others. And you've done brilliantly well. So I hope you're really, really proud of yourselves. I've got a warm whoosh thinking about it. I really do hope you're all proud of yourselves. So I'll put the YouTube link on, and then, yeah, you can do them whenever you wish. They're there, and they'll be on there for God knows how long. So I can't wait. So see you Tuesday. See you Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. because let me tell you what we've got. There's one I forgot it was in here. It's your magical future. That's what we're talking about on Tuesday morning. Your magical future. It's only short. But then I'm involved, so it'll be half an hour. All right, lots of love. Can I ask you one last time to please do share, because the thought of it just reaching more and more people. This sounds awful, but I didn't realise there's quite a lot of magic stuff. There's a lot of people do the magic on the YouTube, because I was searching for mine. I just put the magic day 26, and there was loads came up, and I had a sneaky look at one. For about 2 minutes. Can I just tell you, it wasn't like this, that's for sure. There was no Janice and Tracy and Julie. It was all very proper, and that might suit you, and that's fine, so feel free to check them out. All right then, but if anybody's looking for the magic and they click on this, they'll think, what the hell? All right then, everybody. Can you imagine all the analogies? Hope gets you fuck all nowhere. I try not to swear. My mum says, Sally, I wish you'd stop swearing. I try not to overtly swear, but sometimes I find it utterly necessary. All right then, everybody, I'm waffling now, so I'm going to kick myself off. Oh my God, the longest one yet. Lots of love, have the most fabulous of days, and get your journal out now and count what were your blessings yesterday? What were they? Think of them, write them down, shout them from the rooftops. Lots of love, and thank you. Cheerio, bye.